All right, so we're gonna go over the bell ringer first, like we do every single day. So the bell ringer is, what are you doing over spring break? Because you guys have 2 more days left. So what are you guys doing?
I'll have lacrosse stuff.
You do lacrosse too? I thought you just played hockey.
Lacrosse and hockey.
Okay, so you have, is it lacrosse season starting up?
Yeah.
Okay. When is the trials?
Thursday and Friday, but there's like free practices.
Like captain practices?
Like Monday through.
Okay. So lacrosse is what you're doing the whole time?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. What about you, Ben?
Nebraska.
You went to Nebraska for what?
To visit.
Visit like the place? You visiting family?
Place. I don't have family.
You don't. You said you don't have family, or you don't have family there? Okay, you don't have family there. All right. So is there specifically somewhere you're going in Nebraska, or just for some? You're what?
Omaha.
Omaha. Okay, I've been there before. My sister was there for what's it called? Not Peace Corps. It's AmeriCorps. So that was fun to go there. But the zoo there, you gotta go try the zoo. If the zoo's open, it's like one of the biggest zoos. Tyler, what about you?
Probably not anything too big. Probably not even gonna go out of state. Probably just gonna like sit around, relax, recuperate from the stress of school.
Recuperate from the stress of school.
Because school's stressful.
Well, you got 2 more days. You guys are finals this week.
Yeah.
So
after that, we'll be home free, and then I can just relax and attempt to fix my sleep schedule, hopefully.
Attempt to do that, so you're gonna get to bed earlier.
That's the hope, but then again, probably not, knowing me.
Oh my goodness. All right. What about you? What are you gonna do?
Dance stuff.
Oh, you do dance?
And I coach.
Oh, you coach dancing? Cool. Where at?
Just for kids.
Where's that?
We just like for shopify. It's we just do it at a church.
Oh, is there a dance thing at the high school? Or is there dancers?
Yeah, you can dance for the school.
Oh, so do you dance for the school?
Mm-hmm.
No.
My girlfriend dances for the school.
Your girlfriend does?
Yeah.
What is it? Like, is there like a name for you guys? Because where I went to high school is called the Colleens. Like, you have a certain name for the dance?
No, it was just a Sabres dance team, I guess.
Yeah, and we have a couple different dance teams too.
Oh, you do?
Like a more of a hip hop.
Yeah, there was a step team that they had last year, and then
They used to practice every day outside my classroom.
This right here?
Well, where my classroom was on 2nd floor last year, so it was kind of nice, but kind of distracting. But it was good to see.
Yeah,
and their dances
What'd you say?
My kicks aren't good. They're not straight enough, so we're just not gonna try out for that yet.
Oh, there's like certain kicks. I did not know that. Elijah, what are you doing over spring break?
probably gonna hang out with my friends. My girlfriend's leaving.
So she's going on vacation?
Yeah, she's going to Las Vegas with her family.
That sounds exciting.
But it's tough for her. She's like not old enough to do
That's
anything
what,
fun.
that's what I was trying to think. Like,
Yeah.
she can hang out in the hotel room.
Oh yeah.
She said
Or
she's
go to the
more
pool.
like she's happy about shopping.
It's expensive.
Shopping, the bane of my existence.
Okay, so usually you guys would be doing the to-do list, right? But we don't have the to-do list anymore because you guys have 2 days left. So instead of doing the to-do list, I'm going to have you guys take a post-it note and you're going to write down 1 or 2 study strategies that you use or think are good to use. Okay, so I'm going to be posted. So I'll put the question up here. And then we're going to go, I'm going to give you a couple minutes and we're going to go over those. We're going to review study tips.
All right.
You have a pencil?
Yeah.
So what do you use to study for preparing for exams? What would you tell somebody to give them good tips for it? Okay. Sounds good. You guys like one more minute, and then we're just gonna go over a few. Okay, so what would you tell somebody when you're studying? What's a good tip? What are reviews? Because you guys have been supposedly studying this week for your final exams, right?
Yeah.
So what would you tell somebody is a good study tip?
Right?
Notes in class? Okay, would you write all the notes? Or would you write key terms?
Important stuff.
Okay. What else? Flashcards.
A study guide.
So fill out the study guide. Because usually don't you get study guides from your teachers? So it'd be fill it out. Because I feel like a lot of you guys have gotten that. What else? What's something you should do probably before the final exam?
You should probably study.
Well, that is correct. But what's something about the day before?
Review the material.
chapters.
Sleep. Get good sleep.
Reread, yeah, sleep.
Oh, sleep, something I need.
Who got enough sleep? Because you guys have a final exam today, right? Who got enough sleep last night?
God, I hope
I
I
got
did.
9 hours.
You got 9 hours?
Good job.
I hope I did.
7.5.
You got 7.5?
I hope I got enough.
You have, okay. So what's another thing people tell you? What
5
should you-
hours.
5 hours.
Eat breakfast.
Eat breakfast.
Yeah,
Put me over there.
I actually had
You know, like,
something
no one
besides
does that.
Hot Pockets today.
Definitely decide hot pockets.
I had a bagel today.
Yeah.
Breakfast. What probably like a healthy breakfast, right? So these, when we're talking about study, because you guys, exams are big, right? Everyone's in different grade ranges, right? Eating
Yeah.
healthy, studying,
Sleep.
sleep is all going to help you when it comes to taking tests, okay? Because if you don't do all that, you're going to go up to the test and it's going to be so stressful, right? Cramming is kind of a hard one, right? Because people tend to cram. What's cramming?
Doing everything last minute.
Has anyone tried that before?
I've done it on several occasions. It's a hit or miss.
Okay, hit or miss.
I did it for my permit.
Do you feel very permit test?
Nice.
Do you feel kind of like stressed out though when you go into the test and you crammed it all? Like at the
Almost
last minute?
definitely. I always feel stressed, even when I study.
Yeah. Okay. So because you guys have already reviewed about study, so what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna go over some test taking strategies. We're gonna go over multiple choice and short answer test taking strategies. Because when I was in your guys' age, I hated taking tests. I literally, when I would go to school, I'd be so nervous, and I'm not good at tests. So I learned less test taking strategies that have actually helped me. So I'm gonna go over a few, and then I'm gonna show you how I do it. And we're gonna just do it together, and then we'll be done. Okay? So multiple choice test taking. Read the entire question first. Does anybody sometimes just read some of the question and then they think they got the answer sometimes?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like backfires.
So the hard part about it is sometimes you don't read exactly the whole question at the end. You might be getting the wrong answer, right?
You might
You're
be
gonna be
getting
at
the
the
right
end.
answer, but for the wrong thing.
What'd you say?
You might be getting the right answer, but for the wrong thing.
Right? You have to read the whole thing because it could trick you. Like at the end, it might be saying something completely different. Like, so just remember to read the entire question. Don't just read like the first 5. Like, has anyone ever seen Family Feud? Right? Where they tell them they have to
Literally just
read
say
the
the
whole
first
entire
word.
question. What'd you
Yeah.
say?
Where they just say like the first few words and then that's
Try to hit the
something
buzzer,
different. Yeah.
and then it's not what they're supposed to be intending to answer. It's kind of like that.
God, I love
Answer it
Family
in your mind first. So one thing that's really big is that you read through the paragraph, let's say like a comprehension thing, and I read a question, and then it's gonna be like, okay, according to the passage, the main difference between yeast and cakes, donuts is their blank. So then I'm gonna think, what did I read that could be the difference between those? Right? If I read it and I get the answer and there's one that's close to it, it's probably gonna be the right answer. So before you read those questions, those answers, it's nice to try to answer in your head first. Because you should already know it, most of them, the multiple choice if you read it, okay? Eliminate the wrong answers. This helps out. So cross off the wrong answers. There's going to be at least one answer on the test that's a little out of there, right? Insane. Doesn't make any sense. So cross them off. You guys can mark all over your test. This helps when you guys are taking tests, okay? Select the best answer. Don't select the one that you think is the closest to maybe being the best answer. Make sure that answer is like, that's 100% what I think the answer is, okay? Read every answer option, because like goes 2 and 2 together. If you see one they think is close to the best, but then you see another one that's like, oh, that's even better of a choice,
Go for the better one.
go for the best one. So make sure you read them all. Don't just read the first one and be like, oh, that's right, okay? Sometimes it's not. So make sure you go through them all. If you get stuck on a question, because sometimes I have like a test and I don't know, like I'm really struggle with a math test and I don't know that answer, go to the next one and come back. But don't leave an answer blank, okay? Because you can make an educated guess on which one you think is the best and you can still get points, right? You might get it right. So don't ever leave one blank, because I've seen kids that leave them blank because they don't know the answer. Circle an answer, okay? Just do it. Pay attention to the wording. So I'm going to tell you this. There's a difference between absolute words and mid-range. If these say absolute words say always or never, a lot of the times they might be incorrect. A lot of the time, not always, a lot. Because that means 100% of the time they're saying something like 100% of the time, dogs